Hey, it's Steve Moran. You know, I'm talking to business owners all day long, and I keep hearing the same thing over and over again. The stuff that used to work and worked for a long, long time just isn't working anymore. The good news is, it's easy to fix. Here's how a typical business generates leads. You run an ad on Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, wherever, right? You're gonna offer some sort of an ethical bribe so you can get somebody to give you their email address, so you can put them into an email sequence, so you can hopefully get them to click on a link in the email sequence so they can consume your content, and that content is gonna be designed to educate them about who you are, who your business is, and help them to know, like, and trust you so they ultimately want to do business with you. Sound familiar? So if you think about that process, you're doing all of that so you can collect a name and an email address, so you can put them into an email sequence so you can get them to consume your content. But think a little further. You're not really beginning to develop that relationship with them where they know, like, and trust you until you get to the point of them consuming your content. So what's killing that campaign is the gatekeeper. You got a gatekeeper at your office? What's the gatekeeper's job? Gatekeeper's job is to keep people away from you, right? It's the same thing that's happening in your campaign. Here's what I mean. Why in the world would you put a barrier in front of somebody if you've got content that you want them to consume? I mean, if you've got really good quality content that's going to help this prospect know, like, and trust you and maybe want to do business with you, why are you going to send them to a web page where they might opt in? I mean, people don't want to give out their email addresses anymore. There's no secret to that. Check your stats. And, you know, they might not even get your email. Could get lost in a spam folder. Okay, but at the end of the day, you ultimately want them to get your content so they consume your content so they can begin to create that bond with you, right? Doesn't it make a lot more sense to just put that content in front of your prospect? Of course it does. It makes a lot more sense. And it's easy to do. We call the play premeditated branding. And here's the big picture. Can we agree that the money is made when the prospect begins to consume that content and begins to know, like, and trust you and develop a sense of awareness about your brand? And we can also agree that it doesn't make any sense in the world to put a gatekeeper in front of the very content that you want them to consume. It doesn't make any sense at all, right? So here's what we gotta do. Number one, identify your ideal prospect. Number two, what do they want? Number three, what are their frustrations? Specifically, what are their frustrations in the context of what you can offer them? And number four, what are the emotions associated with those frustrations? And once you know that, you come up with some simple advice on how to help them, and you create a video. And the video says, hey, if you're this person and you want this thing and you're experiencing this frustration, try this. Then you take that video, and instead of putting an opt-in form in front of it and having a gatekeeper right there, you just go post it to social media and in the form of a paid ad and put it right directly in front of your target market. Here's what happens when you do that. First of all, you're going to be in front of a significantly larger audience in your marketplace. The reason for that is these ads are much cheaper than trying to send somebody to an opt-in page, where if you're lucky, you're only going to get 20 to 30% of the people opt in. And then they've still got to go click on the link in your email so they can ultimately consume your content. That's thing number one. But it actually gets a lot cooler than that, because when you post these ads on social media like Facebook or YouTube, you know exactly how much of that content got consumed. So if it doesn't cost a lot of money to have a total stranger consume your content, what that's telling you is that your message is resonating in the marketplace, and you should probably continue to make more content like that. Secondly, you now have a database called a retargeting audience, which means you can continue to put content and offers in front of these people on social media. And these people are much more likely to buy from you because they probably know, like, and trust you because you've begun to develop that relationship with them. And you did it all without a gatekeeper. So the sales process used to be run an ad, get someone to click on an ad, get someone to give you their email address, get somebody to find that email, get somebody to click on the content, and get somebody to consume your content. And maybe get somebody to buy from you. And that process could take forever. So now the sales cycle looks like this. They see a good piece of content, they watch it. They see another good piece of content, they watch it. They see an offer, they become a customer. Now you've compressed the sales cycle and you've done it for a lot less money. And while you've done that, you've created a tremendous amount of goodwill in the process. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my stuff. It really means a lot. If you found value in this and you know somebody else who might like it, please feel free to share it with them. And I really encourage you to try this in your business. I've been an entrepreneur for over 30 years and I've never seen anything quite like this. It's a real game changer. So I wish you the best of luck until we meet again.